shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it here with Blount. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They'll go to Blount, try and pound it in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On second down, here's Goff. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Vinny Curry in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff, dancing to his left. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Eagles offense back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Forced out to his left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Wynn's going to try and throw on third. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's Blunt. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Working from the gun, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. To throw is Wentz. Quick hitch, complete. It's Gibson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. And
incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Goff finding fellow second-year man Higbee for a Rams first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Steps away to his left. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Again, here's Blunt. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Ethan Westbrooks able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Goff now on second down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, they run with Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try the air now with Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Goff under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks in there to drop it for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
So 2nd and 10 here. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Goff now looks to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll begin here with Blunt. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderado. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
And this is something that you know that they're emphasizing, you know they're working on, but it has to improve. Carson Wentz lost 14 fumbles as a rookie, and the NFL is just different. When you're in the pocket, you're always at risk of that ball being jostled out.
And if memory serves, those 14 fumbles tied with Carson Palmer for most in the NFL. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Gurley, handoff left. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 49 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the fourth. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
They'll try and run it with Gurley, and he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
For Gurley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Throwing on third. Gone. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Wins to throw on second down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tried to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
He displayed a nice little hurdle there before he got taken down after. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second and very short here, less than a yard. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now Goff. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They run. It's Gurley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now, he lost 6 there on the first down play. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now it's gone. And this is caught by Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A swing pass caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
Honorable C note.